Have you ever wanted to walk on water? Do you think that that's just impossible? Well, we're here to teach you how to accomplish that exact feat. Sort of. And no, this is not what I expect. What we're talking about is stand-up paddleboarding, also known as SUP. I'm Sully from WhatSUPSully. And you might be asking yourself, what is paddleboarding anyway? Put simply, paddleboarding is a sport in which you propel yourself on a specifically designed board through the water using a paddle. It's a versatile sport that can be enjoyed on lakes, rivers, and even the ocean. And while you're training, I've even seen some people practice in their own pools in their backyard. Now, where does paddleboarding get its origins? Paddleboarding started back many thousands of years ago, back with cultures such as the Polynesians, who used it for fishing and transportation. Today, stand-up paddleboarding has evolved into a popular recreational activity for people of all ages and sizes, developing disciplines such as SUP racing, touring, fishing, yoga, just to name a few. So if you're a big lover of the ocean, or the great outdoors, or just want a nice hobby to be able to do something with your family, well then we've got you covered. Now, before you're going to be able to start walking on water, there is going to be some stuff that you're going to need, and that's going to be your equipment. Now, this isn't a comprehensive list of everything that you could ever have as a paddleboarder, but this is going to be the basics just to get you out on the water and enjoying this beautiful sport. First and foremost, you're going to need a paddleboard. Now, specifically, you're going to need a stand-up paddleboard, not a prone paddleboard where someone would lay on their board prone, paddle and propel themselves through the water using their arms. A stand-up paddleboard is what we're going to be using for this. Stand-up paddleboards come in various shapes and sizes based on the different disciplines that you could be involved in. Now, as a beginner, we recommend something wider and more stable so that you can enjoy the day on the water. Now, we do understand that there are many different types of paddleboards out there. What we don't recommend is don't go out and buy yourself an expensive race board, especially if you're just learning. Get yourself something that's an all-round board, something comfortable, or at least something that is related around the discipline that you're going to want to enjoy, not a specialized board for that. So if you like fishing, get something that's like a hybrid board, something that can be used for fishing and just day-to-day paddleboarding. Up next is a paddle. Now, although paddle blades can come in different shapes and sizes, the most important thing for a beginner is choosing the right length of paddle. Now, how do we do that? Now, first of all, you're going to basically create the shaka symbol, which is Hawaiian for take it easy, which kind of seems pretty fitting, seeing that all we're going to be doing is going out and enjoying the day. Now, you're going to turn the paddle on its end so that your handle is up the top up here, and then you're going to take your shaka, put it above your head, and the height above where your little finger ends, or your pinky, should be the height where your handle finishes. Up next, you're going to want a leash. Now, leashes tether yourself to the board so that if ever you were to fall off of it, it doesn't float away. Now, some of you might say, I'm a great swimmer. Well, that's all well and good until you fall into some cold water and then you panic. So don't let your board get away from you. Get yourself a leash and use it every single time. Congratulations, you've got most of the core equipment to be able to get out and start enjoying this beautiful sport. There's just one more topic that I want to discuss, and that's your safety. I implore you, please don't turn off yet. Listen to what I have to say here. Your safety and the safety of your loved ones is vital. We don't want you or your loved one to become yet another statistic. With that in mind, we have our first item, which is your personal flotation device, or PFD. Now, PFDs come in many various shapes and sizes and uses. Now, before you just go out and buy any random personal flotation device, please make sure that this flotation device has enough volume to keep you buoyant while in the water. In addition, although many states don't require that you wear it, you just have to at least have it on board, I do ask that if you have it, wear it. There's nothing worse than you falling off and then not having your personal flotation device at hand. Next, a whistle. Again, in most states, a whistle is required by law to make sure that you are able to alert others as to your distress, or just to warn others of any dangers as well. Now again, if you have it, please wear it. Last, I have my watertight medical bag. Now this medical kit itself has most things to deal with bumps, scrapes and scratches, things like that. But before you head out on the water, please make sure you know what is in there and how to use it. There's nothing worse than not knowing how to put on a Band-Aid, right? With that, and obviously making sure that you can keep some of your other clothes, equipment, your phone, things like that waterproof, we do recommend that you have a dry bag. Now this dry bag is just a 13 litre. Again, they do come in various shapes and sizes based on what you're going to be doing and how much equipment you're going to be taking with you. It is nice and simple to use. You just put your equipment inside, roll it up and fold it over. The air inside keeps this bag watertight. Now some bags aren't designed for submersion, so please do check to see what use case your bag that you're looking at is for. A lot of this equipment I will link in the description below, so that if you do need some of it, there's some of the items that I would recommend listed there. Now that you have your safety equipment, let's talk about some of the safety advice. First off, don't go out in bad conditions. So check the conditions, whether that's your tides, the wind conditions, rain, precipitation, rain, as well as whether the rivers are fast flowing or what is going on before you head out on the water. Don't put yourself in a situation that you are not prepared for. And again, don't go out when you are not ready or skilled to be in that situation. This is how many people basically get themselves in trouble, and every year the Coast Guard is having to save people, or there's many deaths due to people not being prepared or ready for what they're about to encounter. When you fall off your board, and I don't mean if, I mean when, it's gonna happen, it's a certainty. Everybody falls off their board as they're starting to learn. However, when you do, please fall away from your board so that you don't hit your head and render yourself unconscious. And then you're unable to inflate your personal flotation device or make sure that you are upright. So there you have it. As you can see, paddleboarding is an exciting and available sport that offers an array of benefits for both the mind and the body. And with just a few extra precautions, you can be out enjoying walking on water in no time. Thank you for joining us today, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to be alerted for new tips and adventures. Until next time, whether it be by sand, by sea, enjoy getting out and making the water your playground.